Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another live installment. I am your host, Max. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are off to week 4. Colorado Buffaloes are set to take on Oregon, the Oregon Ducks. Bo Nix and the boys. I want to talk about that. I also want to go over Coach Prime's press conference on Oregon week. So he said some things in there, so I want to give my opinion on that. So yeah, man, they're set. A lot of analysts seem to think that this is going to be their biggest test of the season. Well, not one of their biggest tests of the season. And I'm going to look at. I just want to see how good Oregon looks on paper. I'm going to go over that and compare it to the numbers that we have, because we have some impressive numbers, and I'm going to point it out. I'm also going to point out that this game is beatable. This game is no cause for concern to me, and I'm not going to be betting against the Buffaloes on this game either. I'm for the Buffaloes, and that's what I want to do. I want to go over their stats and see what's going on, because we know Shedeur has some impressive stats this year as far as passing yards, but there's a few bright areas on the defense, and I know people saying our defense is a little questionable and stuff like that. We got some bright spots there. And I like what Shiloh Sanders did the past game, got a pick six. Silman Craig stepped in, got an interception. Also, Trevor Woods. Juju Mitchell had a lot of tackles. I'm going to show you. He's a bright spot in that linebacker, that outside linebacker position. He's pretty solid. And we're going to listen to Coach Prime. Will he be unveiling that Rolls Royce? That's what I'm telling you. Alton McCaskill, will he be doing it this game? He did say that the yellow jersey is off now. The caution jersey is off. He no longer has it. So is that an indication that he's going to be hitting that field pretty soon? Because the last couple games, actually all the games, he's been suiting up. And so I think that's a clear indication that we're going to be seeing him pretty soon. He's a special running back, and he's going to help us with that running game. Because I know people saying we need to improve on the running game. We have the running back room is deep. It's just that some games it just go the way it goes. You just never know any given Saturday. But there's a lot of bright spots there. We know that Travis Hunter will be out for a few weeks. I just don't know the timetable on when he's going to come back. I just have to wait and see the news like everybody else. But I do know that type of injury, it sounds bad, but the liver is very resilient, and it will heal itself. It just needs time and rest. And it's painful, especially with cracked ribs and stuff. It's painful. But he will make a complete recovery because, he's young. And he doesn't strike me as somebody that don't take care of himself. So he should be fine. I don't know if they're going to fit him with a Kevlar vest or something when he comes back just to protect that area. I'm pretty sure they'll have something. They'll have something for him. And then he'll be back in the mix. I just don't know which game he's coming back. But as long as he's healthy, we could still win without him. Just don't. I would love to have Travis on the field, but we definitely could win without him. And I know the analysts. I was just listening to them today. I said I'm going to spend the whole day while I'm at work listening to these analysts because I know it's coming this week leading up to Oregon. Yeah, I don't know if they could beat Oregon. I don't know if they can do it. I don't know. But I'm going to show you some stats that all the players that Coach Prime has not seen the field yet. Now, I don't want to speculate on why they're not seeing the field. I don't know if they're rehabbing. I don't know. But we haven't seen the full team yet. And we're not going to see the full team until mid-season. We're not going to see it. We're not going to see, like, they haven't even peaked yet. We're not going to see it until mid-season because Travis is out. When he's back and everybody's back, then you're going to see something. Coach Prime said he's about, 8 or 9 dogs away. He probably have them already. And Coach Prime is the ultimate, he's masterful in his craft and motivating players. If he get the right players that's listening to him, the things that he say, it'll bring you to another level because you're going to want to know, Coach, I'm that guy you're looking for. I'm the guy right here. When he said he's about 8 or 9 players away, if I was a player on that team, I said, you got him right here. I'm right here. And I would bust my ass in practice. They already bust my ass in practice from what I see. That's not a problem. I mean, I be seeing some of these players go hard just from the small clips that I see. Now, we're not privy to the entire practice, so we're not. That's why I don't like to say, how come this guy's not playing? How come this guy? I don't know. I wish I did. I wish I had some insider information. I'm like, yeah, this player is tweaked his ankle. He'll be back. But unfortunately, I don't have that. I can only go on from what I see on the outside. I thought about making a video on this, but I figured I'll just go live and freestyle, and kick it with you guys leading up to this Oregon game. This Oregon game is coming. And yeah, Stephen A. Smith, all of them. Yeah, this Oregon game, man. I don't know, Coach. I don't know. And then I don't want to hear it after the game and say, "Oh my God, did you believe with Shedeur?" I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it because we heard it all the way up into the TCU game. Oh, they're facing TCU. There was a run-up for the national titles. I don't know what they're gonna do, and then they went in there and did something. Okay, well, TCU's not the same team. Their defense sucked. That's what they said. No, their defense don't suck. Their defense don't suck. They get no. Their defense is good. They got a pro type cornerback on their team, and Josh Newton, and they got a few other players on that team as well. The linebacker is pretty good too. Now they have some stars on that, but that's what they said. They haven't really played a proven team yet. Oregon is it. Okay. Oregon is it. All right. Well, hold on a second. Let's look at Oregon. Let's look at them. Hold on a second. You guys probably can't see it, but I'm just gonna have to read it to you. This is their last game against Hawaii. Okay, I'm not taking nothing away from Hawaii. I'm not. They probably got a good defense. They already won one game this year, as you see. Oregon is 3-0, just like us. We're 3-0. What's the difference? They're 3-0. We're 3-0. Why can't we beat them? They're 3-0. Bo Nix threw for 247 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Let's see what Shedeur did. Let's see what Shedeur did here. Where is Shedeur? Shedeur threw for 348 yards, 4 TDs, 1 interception. He had 1 TD more. Okay. So who would I take? Would I take Shedeur? If I'm starting a team, would I take Shedeur or I take Bo? I'm taking Shedeur. All right. So we already covered this. I'm just saying, like, okay, they're playing Oregon, but so what? Now, what's impressive here is, okay, Ty Thompson, out of 7 to 10, 5 out of 7. Let me see. What do we have here? Give me a second. Okay, they must have put him in. They must have subbed him in or something like that. But he had 102 yards passing, 1 touchdown. Okay, that means they subbed them in. They were beating that team. Let's look at the rushing. Rushing don't look that bad. They had 3 players that was 4 or 5. They were 5 deep. Their top rusher was Noah Whittington, 80 yards, 1 touchdown. Jordan James had 2 touchdowns. Bo Nix, he rushed for 14 yards, no touchdowns. So what this is telling me is we're going to have to pay attention to that run. So I'm pretty sure in practice they're working on it. But to me, these stats is really not that impressive against Hawaii. It really isn't. But I'm not saying that they're a bad team. They're not. Let's look at their receiving. The top receiver had 83 yards. Not bad. Tez Johnson had 2 touchdowns. Trayshawn Holden had 2 touchdowns. And that was it. That was it. And let me go to let's go to our boys for a second. Dylan had 57 yards out of 10 carries, no touchdowns. Savion had 6 yards, so that, they'll get better with that. Let's go to the receivers. Top receiver Xavier Weaver, 98 yards, 1 touchdown. Michael Harrison had the most touchdowns, 2. Out of 7 receptions, 76 yards. Jimmy Horn Jr., 1 touchdown. So I think they're damn near almost evenly matched up, almost with the stars that they have on their team. Look at Juwan Mitchell. He had 13 tackles, 2 assists, 13 tackles. So whatever comes his way, he's gonna find it. Silman Craig, 1 interception, as we know. He had 9 tackles. He was second in the team in tackles at 9. 1 interception. Marvin Ham, the second. He had 6 tackles, followed up by Breedlove. Trevor had an interception, as we know. Shiloh did as well. 3 tackles, 1 assist. Yeah, this is a grind. This is what this is telling me. This is going to be a grind. This is a grind game. All they got to do is get the experts out of their head. Just get the experts out of their head, and they can come up with this victory. Get the experts out of your head because they don't matter. I remember Coach Prime said, all that outside chatter doesn't matter. He's not lying. You got to get the outside chatter out because they'll get in your head, and then you start second guessing yourself. Don't matter what Stephen A and all them got to say. Because they have to do their job. They feel like you might not beat this team. I say you are going to beat them. That's why this year is like a heist for me. Like, I can just look at the games like they're evenly matched up. As long as they believe and go out there and execute and dominate, they're going to win. So I was just looking at these stats here. This is Hawaii. Like I said, they're not ranked. Hawaii is not ranked. And but they beat the brakes off Hawaii, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. 10-55. But the stats were spread around. I'm also looking at that too. They spread it around. So I could go a little detail on these stats, but I'm not. But hey man, they're just playing the man in front of them. So yeah, man, that's Oregon. They're gonna come up with that victory. Watch. And then what they gonna say next? What are they gonna say next, man? Well, we're gonna have to wait. Then they're gonna start talking about USC. USC is their ace in the hole. They're gonna start talking about USC. So okay, so we ain't getting to USC yet. We staying with Oregon. So they got to go there. It's a away game. All they got to do is be like, look, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to dominate. I'm going to make some plays. All he needs is about 8 people to come up with plays on every single play. All he needs is 8 people to dominate on every single play. They'll come up with this victory. Why I say that is because you keep Shedeur healthy and upright, he is going to pick the defense apart, and he takes what they give him. So if it's gonna be a shootout and they keep this close, they're gonna win, especially if this is a shootout. Just go ahead and ask TCU. Ask TCU what he can do. Yeah, you don't want this to be a shootout, and you don't want this to be close if you're Oregon. If you're Oregon, you want to jump on them ASAP. You want to get up by a few touchdowns ASAP, and you want to have your defense keep that lead. If your defense cannot contain Shedeur, and it's going to be a problem. And he's going to come up with that victory. He's like a wizard out there, man. I've seen him play too many times. But they're just not going to give the team that much credit. You know, this team is newly put together and stuff. They're just not going to do it. So I you know, what the analysts are saying is just one ear and out the other for me. I'm going on with the personnel we have here. We got a nice addition to this team, Jawan Mitchell. He played at Tennessee. No, excuse me, University of Texas. Excuse me. Right? He played at Texas. Yeah. And I'm right about that, right? It was Texas. Yeah. No, Tennessee. What is it, Tennessee or Texas? Wait a minute, I'm tripping now. Hold on a second. Yeah, Texas. He was at Texas, then he went over to Tennessee, then he came over here. Right. Okay. I knew I wasn't tripping. All right. So he was a nice addition to the team. As you see, he has so many tackles. Let me go back to his stats again. Let me see. How many did he have? He had 13 tackles, 2 assists. We kind of need some sacks, though. That's something I'm sure they're going to work on. They need some sacks. They need to get the Bo Nix. That will be a major part of my game plan, getting to him. If not getting to him, batting his balls down and getting in his face to make him make a quick decision. That's one thing I'll really be working on. So whoever those defensive ends are, or the defensive line, you got to get to them. You know, because you want to hold that score. You want to hold that score because Shedeur is going to put him up. He's going to get in that end zone. He's going to find a way to get in the end zone. And y'all got to hold the score. You got to hold it. You got to have the stops. 3rd and long, you got to go for Nix. Kind of be on the outside waiting for him just in case he decide to get on and decide to start running. Because he will run if he have to. So I've been watching him. I've been watching highlights of him. He will escape if he need to. So, but I'm sure they're working on it, man. And I can't wait to see the product on the field. Because ain't nobody giving Colorado a shot here. Nobody's giving them a shot. I can tell by the way some people are talking. They're not giving them a shot, but I'm giving them a shot. I'm giving them more than a shot because I'm putting my money on it. So I'm just letting you know. This is easy for me. Easy money. Now the USC game, that's going to be close as fuck. They can pull that one out too, but I'll have to wait and tackle that when we get there. But we got Oregon right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Coach Prime, let you hear his press conference. He said a lot of things in his presser here that answered a lot of our questions, because a lot of people had some questions about Cormani McClain. When is he going to see action? He said he's not ready yet. And that's fine. There's no controversy there. I mean, he's a freshman. I know some colleges that don't, back in the day, they didn't play freshmen at all. You had to be really super special to play. A lot of old school coaches, they didn't play freshmen. But here, he has a lot of time to develop and work on his technique, get stronger, and he'd be out there. If not, he's going to be out there soon, you know. But I don't want to speculate on what's going on and why. Just coach said he's just not ready yet. So I just have to go on that. I can't speculate. because I'm not there. It's a hard game to play, man. It really is. It's a lot harder than it looks. You know, for these players to be on that big stage and like that, it's a lot harder than it looks. But I think he's gonna blossom. He stay down, he's gonna blossom, and he's gonna find his way out there. As far as the other players, I don't know what's going on. I saw a lot of players on special team, so I do know they got in the game and played because you know what I do when I'm watching the special teams go down the field? I pause it to look at the numbers to see who's out there. I'm like, let me see. Okay, that person got in the game. Okay, I see that person. That's what I be doing. That's how I know people. That's how I know DeMoy Kennedy was in the game, because I saw him. I saw him on the field during the special teams play. So I saw him. So I was wondering where he was at, but he's out there. So, but let's go with Coach Prime. First of all, how's everybody doing tonight? Thank you for joining. I'm streaming in 2 areas. So if people on my other channel, if it's something seem weird to you, I'm streaming in both areas. That's why. But you could come on over to Buffs Nations Daily. You can come join me over here. Go to my landing page on my old channel, and you'll see the link to this page here. But hope everybody having a great night, enjoying your week, getting prepared for some good football on Saturday, and we're gonna have some fun. I'm glad this is an early game, though. What, 3:30? So this game is gonna be sold out. It's gonna be highly watched because everybody like, oh my God, what Coach Prime gonna do? Oh my God, he's playing Bo Nix. Okay, well, Bo Nix got to play Shedeur Sanders. They got to play Shedeur. Okay, you got to play Shedeur. So I understand Nix is nice. I'm not hating on him now. He is. He's all right. But we got Shedeur now as well. Okay, we got Shedeur, and we got a lot of weapons. We got more than a lot of weapons. Like I said right now, before I get into Coach Prime, you let Alton get out there and see what happened. Now I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to hear nothing from these experts. Actually, I'm not going to listen to them. Oh my God, did you see him out there? Oh my God, did he run for 100? I'm telling you, it's gonna open up that offense like you ain't never seen. Because all we need is to get the running game jump started. We already got it, but it just so happened that we just didn't get it the last game. But wait till this game, that running game get jump started, and see what happened. Then you got Mikey Harrison blooming at the right time, talking about he want to get a piece of the action. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. Beautiful. But, you know, I'm just ready. I'm ready for the game. A good game is good for me. So I'm excited about it. But I'm telling you right now, you let him get. I've seen his highlights. I know y'all have too. That man had a freshman campaign like you ain't never seen, and he is itching to get out there. I'm telling you, they don't know if I'm telling you, this might be the game he do it. You know, like, okay, you know, Alton, just stay on the sidelines. Nah, I'm running out there. Bro, get off the field. Yo, I'm out here. Then the coaches, time out. I'm not getting off the field. I'm not getting off the field, man. I'm not getting off the field. Shedeur called the play. I'm not getting off the field. That's it. Y'all ain't gonna hold me no more. Let me go. Whatever happens, happens. Just let me go. I'm ready. He know he ready. He ready. And then Travis J trying to get ready. Get ready. Man, I'm telling y'all right now, if he get out there and Gant get out there, I don't want to hear these experts no more. Because we ain't got the complete team yet. It's coming though. You know? So, but anyway, let me get into Coach Prime. You said, what hasn't Alton played this season? They bringing him along slowly. When Coach feel like he's ready, he's out there. Trust me, if he feel like he's ready, he gonna put him out there. He is not holding that kid. He gonna put him out there. Just like Coach Prime said to Alton. Remember when Alton took his Carson jersey off? He said, "Look, man, you trying to shoot commercials. I'm trying to shoot a movie." I never forget when he said that. Just think about it. The stage might be set now. I can see y'all now. Y'all watching the game. Here come Alton coming in the game, lined up behind Shedeur, running like Eric Dickerson. It's gonna be insane. And he's hard to bring down too. So, all right, let's see what Coach Prime talking about.
To be here, thankful to be in front of you, thankful to be the head coach. See you. Wonderful win. We didn't attain it the way we desired, but a win is a win. You're going to have those type of games, those type of contests throughout the season. The best thing to do is to be resilient when you're not playing your best, to be resilient when your opponents are playing their butts off, and you're able to come back and win the football game in the manner that we did. So we're thankful, we're appreciative. But now it's on to the next chapter. Now it's a sellout for all the home games this season. First time in the history we sold out every home game in the season.
All the home games are sold out. That is a plus, all of them. So that will ensure that I'm not going to any home games this year. So that just answered my question right there. Will I make it to a home game? The answer is no. Because I waited too late and they're all sold out. I knew that was going to happen. So that's all right, though. But sold out. That's the first time in a while.
ESPN announced 9.3 million viewers.
Mm.
Most watched late game ever. Fourth best regular season game in the last 6 years. ESPN fifth most watched game ever. Most streamed game.
ESPN's fifth most watched game ever. What do you think? What you think the record's going to look like against Oregon? See, wherever he goes, not only do he benefit his institution, he benefits the other institution as well. Isn't that crazy? This man's a cash cow. Wherever he goes, everybody benefits. Everybody wins. Everybody, whether they win or lose.
All time peaked at 11.1 million viewers from 9 to 9:15 Mountain Time. CSU had 25.3 million viewers through 3 weeks. Means a lot of eyeballs. We're the fourth team in FBS history to start 3-0 after being defeated in 11 games. I just hate that we're losing. I'm sorry. Defeated in 11 games.
Next part of that.
Yeah, the last thing to do was Minnesota in 2008. Under Tim Brewster, amen. Blah, blah, blah. The rest is about Shedeur. He forced 4 turnovers for the second straight game. First time this happened in back-to-back games in 20 years. This is incredible. The kids are getting eyeballs, they're getting viewers.
Yep.
Getting scouts out every day to watch them do what they're.
Yeah, the scouts are out. They're getting views. I'm looking at their vlogs on YouTube. It's getting major numbers. Travis put out a vlog yesterday. It's hitting the roof right now. Yeah, they just winning over there, man. Whether you like it or not, they just winning. He's over there changing the scope of college football, man. He's doing it his way. He's doing it his way, and everybody want a piece of the action. And they're benefiting off of it. Oregon is getting ready to benefit because that stadium is going to be sold out. Oregon, I'm telling you, they're going to benefit. And also, people get a chance to see Prime out there. Remember, he's a Hall of Famer. Everybody out there remember him playing. Maybe some of the young people don't, because I notice a lot of the highlights I put out is getting a lot of views. That's because the young people don't understand how great he was. He was the complete business. In order for you to get an understanding in how good he was like he was like a 1 of 1. There's nothing to come after that. Oh no, never mind. Hey, thank you, Johanna. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, the surrounding businesses are happy. He's like everybody is improved just because he was there. Just because if you had the privilege to watch him as a player, it was something to see. It was something to see because I never seen somebody can lock down somebody you ain't got to tackle him. He didn't really have to tackle like that. He wasn't really known for a tackler, just tackling people.
They're excelling in the classroom. The things I hear about them when they're amongst the community, they're very respectful. So not only do I want to and I desire to win on the field, but I desire to win off the field as well. And I think we're winning. Let's go.
Brian. Hey, Coach. Brian Helton.
What's going on, boss?
Well,
that is true. You said two of the best dressed teams in college football. Yeah, because Oregon uniforms is dope. That's true. Their uniforms are nice. It's a Nike school too. They always have different colorways as well. So they're going to be sharp this game, or both teams. They're going to be sharp. And I believe every game, Coach Prime has a different colorway for every game. We got next. You think the Ducks going to go 49-21? Okay. You said he played at Tennessee as well, because I know I did see Tennessee listed. I did see that in Texas.
Two-part question, if I could. First, how's Travis doing?
Travis is doing great. Got out of the hospital yesterday. He's at home doing his schoolwork, playing video games, being Travis. Wonderful man. He can't wait to get back to continue to do what he's capable of doing.
And then the second part is with him out, at least this week. What is the plan at corner? Like, is Cormani ready yet?
No. The plan at corner is cornerback committee. That's why we practice. We're going to see who steps up and takes over that role.
What's holding Cormani back at this point?
He just said it. He just answered the question.
He is.
Okay, so he said right there with Cormani, he said he is. He said, what's holding him back at this point? He is. So he is whenever they feel like he's ready. He said cornerback by committee. That means they all go by the practices and see, okay, he's ready or not. Trust me, they'll pull the trigger on him when he's ready. Trust, they can't wait. They'll pull the trigger. Yeah, because he got some exciting attributes. Man, you talking about flying all over the place? That's him. He kind of like built like Sauce Gardner. But he's gonna be ready. He's gonna be ready, man. He has a lot. He got a huge upside to him, and I like how they don't have to throw him on the fire right now. They don't have to. They will if they need to, though. If, like I said, anything can happen in this game. If somebody go down, he's suited up. He'll go out. He'll be ready. So, but shout out to Cormani McClain. You said, why isn't Demoy Kennedy a starter? He was in the special teams. I saw him out there. But, like that right there, as far as the rotation, I don't know. Like they said, their thing is they go off practice and then, they build from there.
Hey, Coach McMillan, Fox 31. I'm assuming with Travis being out and this being a team, your first game in conference, you're going to need as many leaders and dogs on the field as possible. What are you looking for in players to be able to have that on their jersey and in preparation?
We're looking for the next man up. We're looking for someone else to step up and take control of this. I mean, Travis J had a great practice today. He still got a little limp slightly, but competed his butt off today. And we have talent. We just got to get the talent to be talented, to do what they're capable of doing. But there's no one in the country can fill Travis Hunter's shoes. You got to understand, he's a unique player. He's one of a kind. He's the best player on offense, the best player on defense. That's just who he is in the country, not just on his team. So having guys step up, they just got to step up and do the job that we're asking them to do.
I agree with that. Like Travis go any program right now and start. If he left the school right now and went to another school, he would start that Saturday. They will find a way to get him in the game. They would just find a way. They will find a way to get him out there rolling. He'll start anywhere in the country if he wanted to. But He just got to get back. I don't, there's no replacement, but trust me, they got some people that's going to step up. We just going to have to wait this Saturday to find out who they are.
Hi, Coach Adam Tiger 24/7 Sports. One of the stars late in the game on Saturday was at a different position in the spring. When did you identify Mikey Harrison as a guy that could help this football team?
Maggie's versatile. I mean, Maggie's got a small tight end and a very large receiver, which don't fare well at times, but he overcomes that by his work ethic, by what he applies to the game, his knowledge of the game, being where he's supposed to be, doing what he's supposed to do, and going full speed at all times. And practice is where you build the trust with your quarterback. So just being here in the time that he's been here, being able to be on the field and work with Shedeur, that has created a level of trust that he is found to be dependable in certain situations. And that's what he was.
Okay, Mikey. They saying that they going with you. Mikey is their guy. He's their tight end, man. That's who they going with.
The last year with Travis, does it change the timetable at all?
No, sir. No, sir.
And then my question is, when you look at Shiloh and what he does back there as defensive back, do you see some look of yourself, or is he just
I never compare my kids to me. That's not fair as a father, and a lot of fathers do that. They want the kids to walk in their footsteps and live their life. My kids and our deal we made when they were young lads, just getting into sports, is you don't have to be me. Be the best you that you can be, and give me your best. That's our deal. So that's who Shiloh is. Shiloh is a bona fide leader. He's a dog back there. He plays hard, plays tough.
Now, one thing I could say about Shiloh, comparing him to his father, I mean, his father is a one-of-one. You can't compare a one-of-one because there's no others made after it. So you can't really compare it. But he has great instincts for the ball. Wherever that ball is, he's usually not that far away. He's usually right there. So he got really good instincts, and he can read the quarterback very well. That's what his father was good at. He was good at that. He's good at his technique. And he also, Shiloh did play cornerback. He did. But when he went to South Carolina, he had to move to safety. Even though he knew how to play, but that's really where he owned his skills at. He played at South Carolina 2 years. But when he went in there, he's a cornerback.
He's a physical kid, and he loves the game of football. He loves playing for Coach Kelly. He really does.
Go ahead, Nick.
Hey, Coach Deion, number 7. You just read all those TV numbers, and you said from the very beginning this isn't shocking to you. This is what you expected.
Right.
What has been the reaction in the building to sort of the speed at which all the eyeballs have gotten?
I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of immune to that kind of stuff. I'm so focused and locked in on what we do from day to day, week to week. But I'm happy that I see that our different athletics are benefiting. I want to see the girls basketball team hosting visits and bringing the girls to our games and bringing them to me so I can meet them and we can close, as well as the boys, as well as other sports as well. This is a great time to bring people up for a visit so they can see the true.
Everyone's benefiting.
That's what we bring. And CU athletics is we're rolling right now. We want to keep it going, but we want to help one another.
Hi, Coach Ariel Orsuto, 9 News.
How you doing?
Very well, thank you. So obviously this last game was a lot about resilience, winning a very different way.
Yes.
How does that then translate into a very tough test against Oregon this week?
Well, we're not trying to just be resilient. We don't want to get to that point, but we have to be resilient. We want to get out to a great start. We have not played a complete game. We have not played a game with offense, defense, as well.
That's true.
Team has all shown up in the same manner. If the offense is playing well, the defense is hot garbage. If the defense is playing well, the offense is horrible. And special teams aren't special. So we got to put it all together to be able to defeat a team like Oregon in that manner. We got to put it together.
Yeah, they got to put it together, like you said. If they put it together, then it's on right there. I think they're gonna put it together. Give me somebody. Please get the Bo Nix. Because somebody get a sack on them. Get a sack on them. Get to them. Get to understand them. Share some pleasantries with them. Hey, Bo, I'm here. I'll see you next play. Okay, the third and long. I see you third and long. Okay, because your offensive lineman ain't shit. You know what I mean? I just share that with them. But have a good game, Bo. I'll see you in a second. You know.
Hey, Coach, Tyler Dean with the Denver Gazette. You've been pretty open that you'd like to have the different uniforms every week for the team.
Yeah.
I know you guys did that last year at Jackson State with different combinations. You guys have done that so far this season. What does that mean to you to be able to do that? And what has it been like working with Nike this season here as you guys are, doing the different uniforms here?
Well, that all starts with Smitty. We have a wonderful equipment man that sees and poised and understands me. So, and us traveling with Rick up to Nike to talk about these different things that kids desire. I mean, you got to understand the team that we're playing right now. That's what they're known for. Not they play great football. Don't get me wrong, but the versatility in the uniforms and
Yeah, them uniform is everything.
I can remember coaching high school and my kids in the locker room talking about Oregon and their uniforms, which is wonderful. So we can simulate that, emulate that, and then take that in a certain way. It's productive because kids want, shoot, you all want options. That's why you're working, right? So you have options to go buy what you want to buy, get what you want to get, do what you want to do. So just giving the kids those type of options is phenomenal for young men.
And just for you personally, being back with Nike now, I know in the past you guys had a little bit of a strained relationship, but being back with them now, what's that been like for you?
It's been wonderful. They've been above board. They've been excellent. They've committed to the program. They've committed to me personally, and I love every bit of it. And the fans in CU is benefiting also. So it's a beautiful marriage.
Coach Sean Kilo, the Denver Post, two-parter about physical play in that game. First, do you worry that some coach or someone somewhere looks at that film and that tape and says, I'm going to hit him late, I'm going to hit Shedeur late, because maybe that's our shot?
That's not having character. I don't know how you.
What kind of question is that? Like, nobody should be playing like that. Okay, in order for me to beat him, I'm gonna have to take a shot to his head. That means he's great then. If that's the only way that you can beat him, okay, that's my shot. Like, where you get that question from? My God. That's how you're gonna beat Shedeur? You got to go take a shot like that? No, a lot of big time they don't want to beat him like that. They don't want to take him out the game. They want him in the game so they can get their respect. It's all about respect. Okay, I beat him fair and square. We shake hands after the game. I've got you. Good luck for the rest of your career, and you leave it on the field. Nah, you don't sit there and what's wrong with these people asking these questions? What's wrong? Why would he say that? Why would he say that? Like, this is my shot. Nobody thinks like that, man.
Going to have success and longevity in this game and coaching in that aspect. I don't condone that. I don't teach that. I didn't condone it when I played the game from any of my teammates as well. You want to play clean. You want to be dominant, but you want to play clean. Because at the end of the day, you want your opponents.
I mean, it's one thing to deliver a Ronnie Lott hit, but it was clean, though. But he took you out your cleats. But it was still clean, hit you between the numbers. That's fine. But just to sit there and plot to say they're going to try to take Shedeur out, nobody thinking like that.
You do. I'm not saying that's what transpired, but it's unfortunate if it did. What's the gentleman's name?
Henry Blackburn.
Henry Blackburn. I want you guys to record this and run with this. Henry Blackburn is a good player who played a phenomenal game. He made a tremendous hit on Travis on the sideline. You could call it dirty. You could call it he was just playing the game of football. But whatever it was, it does not constitute that he should be receiving death threats. This is still a young man trying to make it in life, a guy that's trying to live his dream and hopefully graduate with honors or degree, committed to excellence and go to the NFL. He does not deserve a death threat over a game. At the end of the day, this is a game. Someone must win, someone must lose. Everybody continues their life the next day. Very unfortunate. I'm saddened if there's any of our fans that's on the other side of those threats. I would hope and pray not, but that kid was just playing the best of his ability, and he made a mistake. So
I would
I
like,
forgive him. CU, my team forgive him. Travis he's forgiven him. Let's move on. But that kid does not deserve that.
yeah, he getting death threat. Don't underestimate the trolls on social media. That's not fans, that's trolls. If somebody went the extra mile to put their number and address out there, those are trolls, man. He got doxxed by the dox squad, the trolls. You know, that's not a regular fan, you know, so that's not regular circumstances. Now, as far as what I think about that play, it was dirty. You know, obviously, Coach Prime is very diplomatic. He knows how to work this. He's diplomatic. I'm gonna tell her how it was dirty because the ball had already bounced on the ground and he took a hit. It is what it is. We move on from it. But that's what happened. I don't agree with it. I believe he should be suspended. I don't agree with that. So, but yeah, took the man out. He's out for a few weeks now. It didn't have to happen. What he could have did was he could have just put his hand up and braced them if they were running into each other. Not take your forearm or your elbow and lay into his ribs. That was a cheap shot. Definitely was. This cheap shots happen in football. It happens. It happens. And the shot on Shedeur, I believe it was intentional. I can't read the man's mind to say whether it was intentional or not. It looked intentional. It did. So, but hey, that's it is neither here nor there now. They on to Oregon. Then Travis will come back when he's ready. You know something went wrong. The man liver got lacerated. Something went wrong. Something went wrong. So, but I would like to be a fly on that wall in that school and see how they really feel. Because I'm telling you, I'm like, that, I know football is football. But I'm saying he didn't do what he was supposed to do. That's what I'm saying. I'm standing on it. He didn't do what he was supposed to do. And I can't condone it because what if he go do it again and kill somebody? So this has to be corrected. It has to be correct because next time he's gonna kill somebody. What if he hit his neck? What if that forearm went to his neck or whatever and broke his neck? Forget Heisman. His career is over at that point. Forget Heisman. His career could have been over. So yeah, but it's cool though. He's right. You got to move on, and I don't agree with the death threats, but that right there is the work of like super trolls. That's what that is. Social media. I don't think a regular sane person is gonna waste their day and find this kid's address and put it out there. Not a sane person. These are not regular people you're talking to.
The other follow-up to that, and I appreciate you saying that about locker room, because that was the other thing I was gonna ask is, do you worry that there's gonna be a target on Shedur's back, given the hype and everything else?
I think there's a target on every great player's back, isn't it? Last time I checked, but that should really challenge your offensive line to do their job, shouldn't it? Because if you stop the quarterback, if you stop a Travis Hunter, if you stop a Jimmy, if you stop these guys, you're stopping the offense. Bo Nix is pretty darn good too. We want to stop him, so, but we're not going to do anything absurd or dirty. We don't believe in that. This is a game. I mean, we want to win, but we don't want to step outside the lines to win. Character is everything with us.
Hey, Coach, Jason Jones from BuzzFeed. You mentioned before that you're the only coach Shedeur has ever known.
Mhm.
And I'm just curious, from Jackson State to now, high school, whatever it is, in these 3 games, has he done anything that even impresses you?
I mean, his consistency impresses me. When I see him in a presser, it impresses me. When I saw him on stage with Stephen A. as well as Shannon, and that impressed me. He's a really knowledgeable kid. Sometimes he was reluctant to let his personality go, but now he's home, man. He is Remember when I said I'm about to get comfortable? He's gotten comfortable. So, and I know him, you know, as my son, I know when he opens up like he's opened up, he's comfortable. And I'm proud of him in every aspect.
Hey, Coach. Ryan McClain from the Denver Post. I wanted to ask you a question about the quarterback position. We've seen a lot of young corners come into the league and make an immediate impact, whether it's year one or year two. I was wondering, why do you think that, and how much has the college game is
I don't follow NFL, so I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I have no idea. I don't really follow the NFL game, and I haven't followed it since I was out commentating and broadcasting. So I don't know how true that is. I'm happy for those youngsters if they're able to come in and show immediate impact. That's not easy by any standards, but I'm happy for them, man. I wish I followed them a little more so I could ride with you on your statement. I just don't. I'm so into what we do and what our opponents are doing. That's what I'm into. I don't really look outside these blinders.
Jimmy Surfoss, 247 Sports. Oregon's head coach has spoken about Colorado a few times in the past. Is it personal once again?
I respect the heck out of this man, what he's accomplished, stepping in, taking over a program and keeping it not only rocking steady, but accelerating. So I'm not a fan of anybody, I mean, except for, you know, some of the celebrities that got a tremendous gift, but not in sports. I respect the heck out of him. I love what he's accomplishing. I love who
They're
he
not
is,
even
the way
really
he runs
asking
his
legit
business,
football
the way he
questions.
operates.
This is
So,
sad. Listen, I'm gonna stop for a second. They're not even asking really legit football questions, man. They're not. If I was him, I'm like, this is the last time I'm talking. You guys you're wasting my time. They're not. Do you think it's personal again? Do you? Do you think it's personal? That's why I was saying, do you? Do you think it's personal? Unbelievable.
I've got a lot of respect for him.
Coach, Pat Rooney, Boulder Daily Camera. A little bit ago, you described the defense as hot garbage, but you
No.
You know,
Don't.
You see this? They're picking. They're picking.
It was moments in the game. Our defense have really played pretty good football this year. I mean, it was moments that they played badly. Yeah, moments that were hard garbage. Offense have been too. Special teams have been too. I have been too. Coaches have been too. So we all have been hot garbage in moments.
The question then, I wanted to ask about the takeaways. You know, maybe you want to improve play out of the defense, but they're still making game-changing plays, and it's guys across the board that are doing that. What do you credit that to?
We get to the ball. We practice getting to the football. We practice a certain physicality. The way we practice is normally the way you play. It's hard to practice soft and then go out there and play hard, you know, and vice versa. But I attribute that to the way we attack when we're on the field. When we're not playing well, that's one guy blowing the coverage, one guy not carrying the receiver, you know, in the seam, one guy not being in his zone to carry that crossing route. It's always one guy just doing his own thing instead of having a unity of 11. That's what makes us hot garbage. One guy.
Coach, we talked about the slower starts the last couple of weeks.
Yes, sir.
I was just wondering, do you believe any of that is attributed to balance of the offense?
Damn, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? The Oregon coach, he barely remember Coach Prime playing. He 37. He barely remembers. That's how young he is. So why would he even be like, this is personal? It's crazy. I bet you he barely remembers because he's 37.
That vein, do you expect Alton McCaskill back this weekend?
We took all
He was a kid when Coach Prime was playing.
He's practicing. He's able to be hit. He's ready. I feel like he's ready. I don't care what the ratio is run pass. I really don't. I care what the ratio is on the scoreboard. That's what I care about. I don't give a darn what run pass.
I just meant more in relation to the slow starts. You were saying.
I'm gonna tell you something. Coach Prime has a lot of patience. For somebody with his credentials, the way that asking him these questions and prodding and picking, I would have walked out, man. I'm like, you guys wasting my time. I said I have the equivalency to a PhD in football, man. You guys ask some better questions, and I'll come back next week. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. It's a waste of his time.
That you couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, I don't like us to run the ball just for the sake of running the ball. It's a 2-yard loss.
That question was okay.
I don't believe in that. Everything you do in life should have a purpose. Let's be purposeful when we do things, not just do it just to do it.
Okay, last one, go ahead, Ryan.
Hey, Coach Ryan Cohen from DNVR. You generally have a pretty aggressive approach when it comes to fourth downs and stuff like that. Just curious where that philosophy came from, and if you like to coach.
Who are you calling blind fans? You said, I like Prime. You acknowledge things as well, but let's not like being blind about what?
Coach, those moments from your gut, or
I don't believe in gut. Believe in it's what your team is doing, what your team is showing you. I'm aggressive because I'm aggressive by nature. I'm gonna go get them and do it. I'm an attacker. Like I don't sit back and wait on nothing.
Why? Because I'm a person that I rock with Prime, because a lot of people don't rock with him. There's not most people are not blind out here. A lot of people are hating on him. He probably is getting more. Well, he's not. I say he's getting a lot of love, but I'm talking about from the establishment. He's in a war zone. He's in a war zone. It's not like, yeah, man, he's like, anytime you come along and do something different, you get a little resistance, at least the first year. So you might look at it as like his welcoming party to the big time. Yeah, I would like to say it like that.
Make it happen. One thing that I think I haven't got this question yet, and I can't believe it, is that overtime.
Yeah, they took the game to heart.
Well, y'all ain't asking me about that. Why did I want the ball?
You know, the thing is, I don't mind taking the game to heart, but don't make it personal. You know what I mean? You can make the game personal, but not like when you walk off the field, you got hate in your heart personal. Nah, it's two different personals. I like to keep it within the game. I don't want to take nobody out the game like that. That personal, no. Oh, I wanted to know that too. Remember when they won the ball, when they won the coin toss? Why did they elect to get the ball first? Usually they'll let the other team go first, so they'll know what to expect, right? But he went first. And Shiloh, in his interview, he was like, I'm going to tell you what the conversation was. He said, y'all ain't stopped the damn offense all day. He said, you didn't stop the offense all day. Why should I let them go first? That was hilarious when Shiloh said that earlier. He was like, he said, he went up to him and said, Dad, he said, I'm coach. He was like, why are you letting them go first? He said, because y'all can't stop them. That was hilarious.
Because you want the offense out there.
I want the offense out there. Why?
Put the ball in Shedeur's hand.
You go, girl. Go, girl. I want to put the darn ball in Shedeur's hand. Why? Because I know what he's going to do, and it's going to put pressure on them to do something that they're not prepared to do consistently. That's why. Shiloh said, Daddy. And he called me dad. I'm like, I'm not your dad. I'm your coach right now. He said, you put the defense out there first? I said, no. Your brother's going to take this, and he's going to do what he does. That was really the conversation.
Now, Shiloh told a different part of that. He said that he told Shiloh, y'all can't stop the offense. You ain't stopped them all day. Why should I let y'all go first? That was, I was cracking up over that. I got to find when Shiloh said that. I'm going to find it. I'm going to find that soundbite. Because I was like, damn, they going to let them go first. I'm like, all right, that's what's up. They got the confidence in Shedeur, of course, right? And yes, they did score, but he made the correct decision. He said, y'all can't even stop him.
You expect it to flip back the other way in overtime?
What you mean?
Where after the first overtime, I felt like previously it would go the reverse. So after
we thought, but they told us no. They I don't know where
it's because we chose offense.
Yeah, we
instead
chose
of defense, then they got to choose defense first.
Yeah. So I was gonna put Shedeur out there, let him do what he's capable of doing, and it all worked out. But we're gonna oftentimes take the aggressive approach. We're gonna take the aggressive approach and put pressure on people.
Oh yeah, here's what he really said, right?
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you. Make sure. let's pray for that kid, man. That's absurd for people to be threatening. I don't mind getting death threats. I get them every week, but a kid, it's not good.
Yeah, they said he's getting I'm telling you, that's the work of some old super trolls. That because like I said, no, I don't think nobody in their right mind is gonna contact him on Instagram, because people were contacting him on Instagram. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't contact him on Instagram, maybe for an interview or something, like, why'd you do what you did? But other than that, no. I'm not going to sit there and contact him and say, I got your mother's house. That's some creepy stuff. But I'm going to tell you something, though. These players have to understand, they know it. Like, you got to be careful who you talk to. You got to be careful. You got some really demented people on here in the mind. You really do. And I can see, let's hear a little Shiloh, because I can't wait till he say what his father really said. Y'all can't even stop him. That was hilarious. They couldn't stop him. It was hilarious. They gonna have to like Shiloh said, they're gonna have to work on it, because like I said, this Knicks character, he likes to be Houdini with the ball too. Yes, he does. He can get on his bike and run. So they got to contain him. You know what? I'm not worried. I'm not worried about the secondary. Trevor Woods and the boys. I'm not worried about them back there. I'm not worried about them. Even Travis is not out there. We got Cooper, right? From Florida State. He's out there. And the Woods and Shiloh and Silman Craig. I'm not worried about them. They're gonna come up with something. I'm not worried about him. I'm not worried about Mitchell either. In his side of the ball. I'm not worried about him. You know who I like? I like Ham. He's doing pretty good. I like Ham. So I like what he's doing. He seems like he's playing really hard. But they just gonna have to operate on all cylinders. That's all. Because they gotta go on the road and they gotta pull it off. So they can do it.
Oregon, working on new installs. Everything's looking good.
It was another sound bite. They were at a game, right? And he was talking about, that's where we're gonna be playing them next year. Coach is like, what were you talking about? And he looked at Shedeur, he looked at Shiloh. What y'all talking about? He said, we're gonna be playing them next year. He said, no, you're not. He said, you coming back and you ain't playing them next year. So I think that answered our question. Shedeur is coming back for his senior season. Shiloh coming back too, because he got 2 years of eligibility left this year and next year. They ain't leaving Travis out back, because Travis is a sophomore. I told you. Yeah, they coming back. They talking about they playing Denver next year. He like, no, you not. You should have saw. It was hilarious. He looked at both of them. He said, what y'all talking about? And then Shedeur is okay, I guess, He said, no, you ain't going nowhere. I can't talk like how Coach Prime talk, because it's hilarious. He said, y'all ain't doing that. No, you're not.
Yes, working on underneath. What did you see there? I felt like it was just the same concept.
I'm talking about he playing Denver next year.
Was it a lack of execution, or was it maybe just how it was fit?
Oh, you talking about from watching the film?
Yeah.
It's just we just got to get good matching those underneath routes, and that's what we worked on today, and everything should be fixed.
You anticipate a lot of that, I would imagine, moving forward.
It's just like, the best teams make the best adjustments week to week, like how we made adjustments from TCU to Nebraska, with the run game, playing against a 90% run team. We're real good at making adjustments because we got the best.
Shiloh finished college already. He's a grad student, but he said, I don't care. Y'all ain't going nowhere. I would have said the same thing. I know y'all ain't thinking about it. No, y'all not leaving. No, you're not. We got to finish what we started. You're not leaving. Nope.
Best coaching staff in the country, so that's nothing to worry about. If you see us make some.
You said, dang, but they grown men. No, they're his sons. You never get grown to your parents. My mother still talk to me like I'm a little kid. She still do. I said, Mom, this age. She said, what are you trying to say? I'm like, all right, never mind. I don't say. She's like, what are you saying under your breath? Nothing. Yep, I would have said the same thing. He looked out like y'all ain't going nowhere.
Mistakes
Nope.
in the game, and
You're gonna stay right here with
coaches are
Travis.
gonna get on our tails about it. We're gonna have it fixed.
Hey, Shiloh, coach was introduced a little while ago, and he was talking about taking the ball first in overtime. But what was your rate? Were you a little surprised that he chose to put Shedeur in the offense after first?
Yeah, I asked him. I was like, "All right, I'm gonna tell you exactly what he said." I was like, "We was on the field." I was like, "Dad, why not defense go first?" He said, "Man, y'all ain't stopped him all day." So
He said,
he put offense out there first.
see, I believe that. I believe that's what he really said. I believe that. Y'all ain't stopped them all day. Shit. They keep scoring all different type of ways. Y'all act like y'all can't even play football. Yo, I had a coach like that in high school. We were getting the brakes beat off of us by halftime. He said, y'all might as well go home because y'all don't want to play. We can forfeit the game because y'all ain't sitting up here playing. And look at you talking to me. Your uniform ain't dirty. He said, you ain't even got your uniform dirty. What have you been doing? And then I think he was looking for an answer. I'm like, well, I am playing. Well, how come you crispy and clean? You crispy and clean. You better do something, or you ain't playing no more.
That's how that conversation.
Y'all can't even catch a cold out here. You can't even catch a cold out here. He's ripping me apart. My family out there and everything. I'm getting ripped apart during the game. I'm talking. He's holding my helmet. You know, back then they used to hold your face mask. He's holding my face mask. I'm getting ripped apart, and I'm trying. You cannot laugh at him. You got to close your eyes or something because the way he talked, he got a lisp when he talked. And you just got to close your eyes, man, because don't laugh at him or you in trouble.
Conversation went on the field. It was funny.
I got to hear that again.
All day. So, all right, I'm going to tell you exactly what he said. I was like, we was on the field. I was like, Dad, why not defense go first? He said, man, y'all ain't stopped him all day. So, he put offense out there first.
Oh, and then in halftime, he ripped into the offensive line. He was like, y'all playing like hot garbage. Y'all, you know that, right? Y'all playing like hot garbage. Y'all playing like hot garbage. Man, you just with that type of coach, you just gotta like not laugh. Just don't laugh at him. Don't laugh at him because you know you ain't gonna play the next game if you do that. So that's hilarious.
That's how that conversation went on the field. It was funny.
Yeah, he could have went to the defense first and hoped for a stop. But like he said, they were having problems the whole game, you know. But yeah, hopefully we get some sacks, guys. You know, hook us up with a few sacks, you know, or some, what they call it, forced fumbles or something. You know what I mean? So if they do that, then I just wanted to play that sound bite with Shiloh. He did say that if he saw the guy, he would want to go see him, but that's just him, you know, because of Travis. That's all. I don't take nothing. I don't take nothing from that. That's just him looking out for his comrade. That's all. That's how you're supposed to be. You know. I personally, I don't know. Like I just, you know, it's over with now. So here we are, Oregon, huh? Now here's my prediction for this game. It is going to be close again. It's going to be a nail biter again. Okay. I don't know if it's going to be a shootout. It most certainly can. And they're going to edge it out. Some way, somehow, they're going to edge it out. This is a some way, somehow team. They're going to edge it out. Some careers could be made on this game. If I was Colorado, right? If I'm getting a start on that defensive line, wherever on the defensive line, I don't know. I would be thinking like, you know what? Oregon. I can have a career game and I'm on board now. Now I'm on board. If I just have to play my game and get to that quarterback, stop the run and have a all pro day, Now people gonna start talking. I'm on board now. That's what I be thinking. Especially if I'm one of them players that none of y'all talking about. This is the game where I'm using them as an elevator because I'm coming up. I am using them as if I'm the cornerback, I'm like, okay, Travis out. I got him. Don't worry about it, Travis. Heal up. You know what I'm saying? I got this assignment. This is Mac's island. He's on my island. And I got him. So I think more than a few people are going to step up. We just don't know who. I don't like to guess. But if Alton gets out there, I'm happy about that. Because Dylan, because we got speed and then that open up the rest of the running backs as well to get started. You just need one. I feel like Dylan gonna break one again. Just a matter of time. He gonna break open for something crazy. But McCaskill, man. Yeah, I feel it. He might play. We'll see. He said Travis J working his way back. We need him though. If he's working his way back, I'm still saying take your time. You know, it's a long season, but I saw his I'm a Florida State guy, so I know a lot of these guys play. So, and I saw in practice McClain, he was talking to the offensive lineman, trying to figure out how he get him a sack. And they were helping him. It was like, yeah, if you do this, you know, you got us. You do this and do that. I like how they helping each other. He really trying to get to that quarterback. He really is. That's his goal. He trying to get to that quarterback. He want to meet Mr. Nix because I want to meet him too on the ground. You okay? On the ground. What when he got the ball in his hand or get him to fumble it. That's what I want. I want to have a career game right here because all eyes are going to be on this game. That's what they're going to be doing. I want to get to Mr. Nix. Alton is a running back. He's a big running back too. He's tall for his, he's a running back. You said Bo Nix a bad man. Look at El Humbre. God, man, you were very consistent. I give you that. He said that Bo Nix a bad man. Yeah, he can play. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not hating. He's good. He's good. But you know what Shedeur can do. He ain't gonna admit it. El Humbre ain't gonna admit it. But you know what he can do. You said Tyler Brown is another Michael O'Hare. That's awesome. You said that. He's not out there though, And don't we have our starting center? He's banged up right now, Van Wells, from what I heard. What's his status for this game? Anybody know? I know the freshman was out there playing. But yeah, Tyler got to sit out for the year. He got to sit out. Yeah, Rico, he's a professional troll. He is. Or hater. Yeah, he's still out. So Van Wells is still out. But we got a backup. Landon Beebe can play that position as well if he need to. So they got some options. The freshman is playing. And it's his time to step up. Hey, shoot, I'm the center. That's it. Y'all going with me. I know I'm a freshman. So what? I'm ready. That's it. You just got to have the mentality. I'm ready. I'm about to get out here and do what I got to do. And my man is not getting to my quarterback. That's just what it is. He's not getting to my quarterback. Okay? I'm not going to chop block him, but he's not getting to my quarterback. Put it that way. I don't give a damn. I got to grab a face mask or whatever. He's not getting to my quarterback. You got to keep it because the refs are looking at the trenches. So you got to be careful with the way you grab because they're watching. But That's my mentality. I'm gonna have that mentality of you're not getting to the quarterback. Our offensive line, they not small. You know how people saying they were small. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're not small at all. Not when you got somebody 6'10" and 6'9". That don't look small to me. No, it's not. They gonna get to the NFL just by way of their size, man. They said they need to lock Bo down. That's where we got some cornerbacks that's ready. So there you have it. But yeah, man, I just don't just keep it clean. You know, that on both sides. That's how I see it. We're gonna beat Bo Nix with a few interceptions. Trevor Woods got 2 on the year already. 2 interceptions. He's playing well. He said Bo, he finna make some money. Bo Nix finna make some money. He already making money. His NIL, he's already making money. If anybody want to come on real quick, let me get an invite. El Hombre ain't gonna come on. He is not gonna come up here. He's not doing it. See if anybody want to come up. You said Bo Nix about to hold up. You said Bo Nix about to have some people behind on their bills. Trucks being repoed. Nah, I never bet the house. That's not what I'm gonna do. I'm not betting the house, but I'm gonna put a considerable amount down so I could be all right. You'll know about it after the game if I won or not. You'll know. Because I'll show you. I showed it the last time. I showed it the last time, you know. Yep. All we need is our offensive line to keep Shedeur upright. We need somebody to channel their inner Orlando pace. You said won't cover the spread. It depends on how you bet. I don't think Oregon is. What's the spread right now? Do you know? Shake Nation Live. What's the spread on that game? I think it's 20 something, right? What's up, MLB? Said Oregon is good. I know they're good. I'm betting against them though. I most certainly am. You'll find out at the end of the game. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. I'm telling you. You just keep Shedeur upright and let him figure it out. If he need the whole game to figure out, it don't matter. He going to figure it out. I'm telling you. I just seen him play all last year. All last year, I watched him play. I watched him play all last year. They were undefeated all last year. He spread the ball around. He did what he had to do. He's doing the same. He just picked up where he left off. He's a special kind of quarterback. That's why they're talking about him going, if he stayed to his senior year, he's being the #1 player taken. That's why they're talking like that. There's a reason for it. One of the top NFL analysts, he said that if he stayed to his senior year, we're going to be talking about him like we're talking about Caleb Williams right now. So it's a reason why he's saying that. He sees something different about him. He don't get rattled. He just know that he going to find a way to score. I'm telling you, with Jimmy Horn and Weaver and maybe Javon Antonio coming back, I don't know yet. We got to wait and see. Got Tavares Dawson, Jimmy Horn Jr., Xavier Weaver. Javon Antonio, and a lot of others. If you break free, he is going to throw a laser to you. And I'm telling you, that's why he's dangerous. He's very, listen, if you got bowl chances or you trying to get to a national title game, this is not the team I want to play. This is not the team I want to play. I don't care. And you know the crazy thing? I don't care how many times you sack Shedeur. It doesn't matter. As long as he gets up, which he get up, and he gonna find a way to throw it again. Just like that last play, that last Xavier Weaver touchdown, he almost got sacked, and he just got it away in just enough time. I'm telling you, man, he's dangerous. He got ice in his veins. The spread is 21. Okay, that's perfect for me. I'm glad the spread 21. So that'd be easy money for me. Yeah, he got that clutch gene. Everybody doesn't have it. That's why people don't know how to take him, because they can't believe what they're seeing. Because we haven't seen this in a long time. He pulled a John Elway last weekend. That's John Elway-esque, what he did. Joe Montana, driving him, 90-some yards. I mean, only a few, John Elway, Joe Montana. A few others could do it. Tom Brady. It's not too many quarterbacks. It's a few. I mean, there's more than a few, actually. But that's what he did. He wasn't supposed to do that. He wasn't supposed to do that. But he was not. He believes he can come back. And they didn't have Travis out there. Didn't matter. He gonna find a way. Harrison stepped up because he was open. Didn't matter if he's a tight end. He gonna give it to you. He is 100% lethal with that arm. I'm telling you. It's just that these people don't understand what they're watching. Now they do, though, since that expert said it, because everybody listen to him. They know exactly what kind of quarterback he is. And trust me, all the NFL teams are watching. Okay, who's going to get him? Okay, hopefully the Jets get him, because Aaron Rodgers talking about he coming back next year. Actually, he said he's coming back for the playoffs. That's his goal. So he had the surgery, so we'll see how quickly he heals up. But it looked like it's a no-go. It's probably next year. But trust me, they're watching him. They're watching Caleb Williams. They're watching him and Caleb Williams the most. And look, that says a lot, because you have a lot of other quarterbacks that are good around the country. But they're eyeballing him for some reason. It's a reason for it. Tom Brady's backing him. It's something in him that they see. Say this to yourself. What did Bill Belichick see in Tom Brady? What did he see in him? It's something he saw. Something. Because during his draft and all that, the NFL Combine, they were laughing at him because he wasn't really defined or anything. It looked like he just was scared of the weight room or something. I don't know. Extra pale and everything. He looked like, what's his name that used to play for the University of Miami? What's his name? What's the guy who used to play for the University of Miami? He looked like he's a computer geek. Ken something. He went to the NFL too. So there's something in these players. You can't measure the heart. So you said Rodgers make you sick. Ken Dorsey. Thank you. It's Ken Dorsey. He played in the NFL for a while. Oh, man. You said not Testaverde. Man, listen, Testaverde is an Iron Man. He came. I remember he came back to the Jets off retirement. He was sitting on the couch. They said to him, "Hey, do you want to play?" And he said, "Yeah, I'll play." You said Michael Penix, Washington Husky. Yeah, he good too. You got a few quarterbacks out here. But we're looking at Shedeur's senior season. There's still no guarantee that Caleb Williams will go to the draft. His dad said that. We don't know yet. They don't know what he's going to do. He might come back for his senior season. Remember, these guys are already making money. So they're not in a hurry to go get money. They're not in a hurry. So I like Ward too. Cam Ward, I do like him. Yep. Him and Shedeur worked out together in the offseason. You said Doug Gottlieb said some wild stuff today. He used to be nice in basketball. Doug Gottlieb, he used to be nice back in the day. He used to play basketball. He used to be nice. What Doug talking about? You said you want 2 on the Jets. I want him and Travis on the Jets, both of them. And that way, because we already got Sauce Gardner, right? Put Travis on the other side. And then, but see, here's the thing. That means we ain't going to get Shedeur. But we could trade up for him. We could offer some people for him. And then bring on coach to him. What did Gronkowski say about him? What all your favorite NFL play? What did Revis Island say about him in the Hall of Fame speech? They will listen to him. They will listen to him. They will. He's different. So yeah, so I'm just letting y'all know now. Okay. Buffs Nation, enjoy it while it lasts, because he's coming back for his senior season. That is Shedeur. Travis will be a junior. And Shiloh, he go ahead and go to the Jets too. We can use him too. Come on, Shiloh. You go on to the Jets. And who else? Who else I'm taking with me? Let me see. Because ain't nobody giving my Jets no credit anyway. So we might as well take all of them. Good. Come on with me. Let's go to the Jets. And that's it. That's it. I remember Emory. I know what he said. I know he said he never coached there. But we got to put together a package for him. Like, look, Coach Prime. Look, this is what I would do. If I was the owner, hey, Coach, how you doing? Congratulations. Shedeur just got drafted. Congratulations. Hey, listen, what are you doing Sunday? I'm going to send a jet your way. And I would like to put together a package for you. How about that? Oh, no, dog. I'm not coach. You said your son never had another coach before. You're the only coach your son ever had. So why don't you guys continue this in New York City? How you like that, Coach? Come on to New York City. You don't want me in his ear. No, you don't. Because the Jets hasn't won anything since I've been alive. So y'all give me some leeway here. I'm trying to win. So listen, and bring Shiloh too. Okay, he come on out there and get a little burn too. And bring Tank and the other big guy with you. Bring them too. Yeah, they going to the Jets too. They going to the Jets too, right? And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And we're gonna build from there. We already got Sauce Gardner, and we're gonna build from there. And Coach Prime, them players will listen to him. I'm telling you, they will. They will listen to him. And give us 2 years, we'll be on that chip. That's right. This man wins everywhere he goes. You feel me? I know what people are saying, like, no, Max, he just got to, he just got to Boulder, he's building something great. I understand that. But I'm just saying to you, Shedeur has pro aspirations, all right? And my thing is, how we gonna get Travis? Because I need him on the team too. So what I would do is I will offer up a lot of draft picks so I can get him. And got him and Sauce Gardner, and I'm good. That's it. And then now we go from there. Yeah, if you bring the coaches too, you bring whoever you want to bring. That's right. And we gonna win. And I changed my channel name quick, fast, in a hurry. Guys, welcome back. We're going into a different direction. I'm dead serious. Dead serious. But that's just me dreaming. Because I don't think that's gonna happen. But he did say he didn't have any wants of coaching in the NFL. So, and I understand that. He's having fun where he's at right now. He's having fun. I mean, they're winning 3-0. I'm just a little sore that the Jets lost last week. I knew we were going to lose. That quarterback's not ready. He's not ready. Sauce Gardner deleted his Twitter. It's a mess. Yo, what's going on with that former NFL player that they said that's missing? He's not missing because I follow him on Instagram. And it's creepy because every time he posts a story, I get freaked out. Y'all know who I'm talking about? His mother passed away. And he appears to be in another country somewhere. And I'm not going to tell you what I think it is, why he's acting all erratic. I'm not going to say it. Y'all can say it in the comments, but I'm not going to repeat it. It's 3 letters. I'm not going to repeat it. If y'all want to repeat it in the comments, please do. He's suffering. He got something, man. I ain't going to say what it is. Yep. Now, for those that don't know, I started my old channel off on Aaron Hernandez. For those that don't know, I vlogged on his case. And I can't even get into it. I'm not going to get into it. But he was suffering too. He had a very advanced level of it. I know they said he's missing, but who's controlling his Instagram then? And how are these stories going up? It's very bizarre. And they're looking for him. They're looking for him. They say he's missing. And then it's a horrible story. Football is a very rough sport. And look, I'm saying football. I wanted to box. My mother taught me. She stopped me from boxing. I wanted to box so bad. And they call it punch drunk in boxing. But that case is like bizarre because I'm following him on his Instagram and he made a story. He was like fake news and he's acting bizarre. He's acting really weird. Sergio, yeah. Nicole, he's acting really weird. And I don't know where he is. I'm just speculating with Mexico, maybe. I don't know. You said that ain't no excuse to see, but you don't know how it affects your mind. Look at Dave Dwarson that played for the Bears. Look at the center that played for Pittsburgh. The only way you know you're gonna have it is less after death. They analyze your tissue. You did boxing instead. See, that's what I wanted to do. My mother wouldn't let me. She wouldn't sign off. Yeah, Junior Seau. But they have, what do you guys think about the practice helmets where they put the cushion on it? That helped a little bit. And back when we played, we had weapons on our shoulders. Back in the 90s, you remember how big those shoulder pads were? I don't even know how we ran in those things. Those shoulder pads were huge. Imagine hitting somebody with one. It was like got mountains on your it was man. Only time I didn't get knocked out, but I had a concussion. And you know what the coach said? I'm laying on the side. I'm on the sidelines, not knowing if it's Monday or Tuesday. Know damn well it was Saturday. He said, "You gonna be a little P or you gonna get back in that game?" I ain't gonna say what the P is, but he said, you gonna act like a little P, or you gonna suck it up and get back in this game. And then it's bad when they had to give me smelling salts. That's bad. I wasn't knocked out. I'm just letting you know I was not knocked out. I don't know why they gave me that. I was conscious. But the only thing what happened was I remember going up for the ball, and the only thing I remember was I'm laying down and people looking at me. But I wasn't knocked out though. He said, you gonna be a little P, or you gonna get back in the game? You gonna act like a little girl or what? And headache and all, I got back in. Oh, made sure I would react to it, because to this day I couldn't understand why they did that. And then he did the sign with the hands, how many hands I got up. I said 3 and he had 2. It was ridiculous. I probably shouldn't have played. You said I knew I would trip out, because I'm streaming on both of them, Will. Yeah, I mean they did that, and we got the brakes beat off of us. When I tell you that game, we got the brakes. They ran up the score and everything. Yep. But back then it was like a different mentality. I was watching Little League. A friend of mine is coaching Little League, right? But they all share the same park. So there's multiple teams out there. It's a big park. And he said, yeah, can you come out and assist? Because one of our assistants is down. I'm like, all right. And I'm out there looking at these kids hit each other. You can hear the hits from across the street. These kids are like really landing on each other. Like, that's not good. You said Serena Williams jive looked like Evander Holyfield. What does that mean? So I was saying to him, I said, why are y'all doing this? He was like, well, no, we're not doing that. They were running a drill where they line up on each other and one had the ball and the other one tackle them, but they were hitting with their helmets. I was like, they can't do that. These are kids. This is Pop Warner. I didn't say, I'm just looking. I'm like, something ain't right about this. Kids out there barely look like they knocked out. I'm like, yeah, this is, they can't be doing that with Pop Warner. Oh, Serena, she lift heavy weights. She don't retire. She was dominant when she played, man. I tell you, her and her sister. You say you would take your son out. When I tell you, you can hear those hits from across the street. You was hitting. Look, the parents. I went to one of the games. The parents just as worse. They were going at each other. I'm like, man, this is just Pop Warner. Yeah, tackle with your shoulder pads, but there was helmets hitting each other. That's what I heard. It's helmets. But it's like it's a cycle. Like, after Pop Warner, once you get to middle school, then after that, you got junior, whatever it is. Some people got junior Pop Warner, some got leagues and stuff like that. Then you're off to high school. Just a continuous cycle. You know what? I'm not sure. Was a fan killed? I'm not sure. When did this happen? When did this happen recently? I know that happened like a couple years ago, right? Or did it happen recently? I know something like that happened a couple years ago. Yeah, the fans get crazy, man. If you go to these games, it's not work. Oh, yesterday, this happened Sunday after a punch. Hey, man, I remember we were just talking about that on the last live chat. It happens, and now, so after a punch, then I've seen it. I've seen fights break out. I went to a Subway series between the Yankees and the Mets, and the Yankees happened to win that one game. And I don't know, maybe the guy lost his money or he had a bet or something. I don't know why he was so emotional. I mean, he had a Mets jersey on, but he seemed really distraught. So I'm thinking he lost money. That's what I'm thinking, right? And this guy said something to him. They got to fighting, and the guy was just unconscious right in front of me. I didn't have my phone out or anything. I'm just looking like, I don't, for one, I don't understand why they started fighting. And next thing you know, he's laid out, pool of blood, and people are looking like, what do y'all want me to do? Oh, I know you're gonna bring up Talib again. Yeah, he did take a shot, didn't he? That's crazy. So he hit the guy, and the guy, man, did they make arrest? I'm sure the guy got arrested, right? So now he got to spend the rest of his life in jail over a football game. It's crazy, man. Like Coach Prime said, at the end of the day, it's just football. Somebody got to win, somebody got to lose. Yeah, that alcohol, that liquid courage, that'll do it too. Yeah, it's the alcohol. Now, I like to go to the game and cheer for the team. That's about all I'm going to do. I'm not going to sit out there. Like I told y'all before, my ex, she's a Cowboys fan. And she talking about we going to go here up in this stadium and she going to put her Cowboys jersey on. And I said, listen, the Cowboys are not playing. She said, I'm just going to do it to be funny. I said, all right, well, me and you getting ready. We'll expect us to fight then, because that's what's going to happen. We're going to be in a fight in that stadium. And she like, you serious? I said, yes, we're going to get in a fight. Yes. I said, and I might get rolled out. And just because you wanted to wear that jersey. But she didn't do it. She was just joking. She was like, man. And when we went to the game, she found out how serious it was. People do get into fights. Male, female, don't matter. I remember I went to a Giants game and they weren't even playing the Cowboys. This lady walked down with a Cowboys jersey on. It was like wrong stadium. They started chanting it. When she came back, it was horrible. I felt so bad for her. It was beer, everything getting, she was getting doused it with beer and everything else. Spit, everything. And the guards had to come and try to get her out of there. And then you could tell the guy that she was with, they started getting at him too. That was crazy. They didn't make no arrest because it was too many of them. I don't know who told her to do that. But you're supposed to be able to do that. Like that don't mean that somebody should assault you. And I've been to a Eagles game. Now, when I went to the Eagles game, I didn't have a jersey on anything like that. I was just there. I had got tickets to the link. And yeah, it was bad, man. They were really going after it after the game. They were going after it. And at that time, people were nice and drunk. And they're mad, especially if their team lose. And it was multiple fights. But I didn't have, I was able to get out of there, get to the car. But let me see. I never went to, no, I don't think I have been. No, I never been to the new Redskins Stadium. I know they call it something. I don't call them the Redskins anymore, but I've never been to the new stadium. But they don't act like that out there, I don't think. New York, they do. Philly, they do. Definitely Philly. Yeah, the vet had a jail. No, the Link does too. The vet had a jail in the basement of the vet. The Link still has it. They have a holding cell and a judge down there. They used to have a judge in the old one. I don't know about this one, but they have a holding cell. Yes, they still do. So after people leave and they clear out, they can take you on this central bookings. You said FedEx Field smells like sewage. That's because of where they're at. You said Dallas Cowboys fans be on one too. I want to go to that stadium. I've never been there yet. And I also want to go to a European soccer game. I know they go off out there. They go off. You know, I'll never forget it. I was tailgating. The United States were playing. This was when the World Cup was in the United States. This was 1994. The United States were playing Colombia. Okay. No, I didn't tailgate at that game. I watched on TV. It was another game I tailgate. That was in East Rutherford in New Jersey. Because remember, the World Cup was all over the place. I believe, I can't remember where the final was. I believe it's the Rose Bowl. Correct me if I'm wrong, but United States was playing Colombia. And there was an on goal. The goalie, it was an on goal. It was just an accident. As soon as he got back to the airport, they killed him. As soon as he got back to the airport. As soon as he got off the plane, that was it. They had an assassin waiting for him. Now, you tell me that's not crazy. His last name was Escobar. You can Google it. The goalie, Escobar. And the on goal was against the United States. And the United States had won that game as a result of his on goal. As soon as he got back to Colombia, got off the airport, boom, gone. Fans have gotten killed in stadiums in Europe and different places. They take their football seriously. They don't play out there. You go out there with the other jersey on, expect some smoke. Expect it. Okay, it's smoke. It's smoke. And they still got the racist problem out there. They call you all types of stuff out there, especially the Brazilians. The Brazilians go through it out there. I'll never forget Henry went through it. Henry went through it. And Michael Essien went through it. A lot of them went through it. They got a problem out there. Them fans are crazy. But I still want to experience it though. At one of these, I'm a Liverpool fan. I want to go to a Liverpool game. I believe they play at Old Trafford. I would love to get to that game. Yeah, they were doing, that was messed up what they were doing. That happened in Spain, the banana situation, the last banana situation. I believe it was either Spain or Italy. When they did that to Samuel Eto'o, he walked off the field. He told his coach, he's like, I'm done. He walked, not the field, the pitch. He walked off the pitch and was like, I'm done. I'm not playing no more. And then the team forfeited the game. They was like, we're not playing because your fans is crazy. They were throwing bananas all over the field. So he was like, I'm done. And then they had this whole campaign and all that stuff to try to fix it. But they still get crazy out there. So you have to be expecting smoke if you're gonna if you on the opposite side and you got another jersey on and that team lose, Yeah, you got to fight your way out. You got to fight your way out. But see, here with football, though, American football is big here. American football is big here. And the fans do get crazy here, too. I ain't going to lie to you. Now, I'm sorry to hear that you said the fan passed away. That's the first time I'm hearing this. Occasionally that happens, but that don't happen a lot. But you said it happened Sunday, so that sucks. Yeah, it's crazy, man. But look, man, it's tomorrow. Let me see what we're gonna do. We guess we'll have a panel. I'll have a panel Saturday. Let's see. So we're almost there. The game day is team got a couple more days, and then they're gonna fly on out. And yeah, we do it again. Yeah, I'm looking at that point spread. Yeah, I can't wait for that game. I really can't. Oh, it's on YouTube. I don't know if I want to take it. Is on YouTube. I'll take a look at it. You said took the fun out of it. Yeah, Nicole, I can't wait for it either. I really can't. Because you never know what you're gonna get. I think it's gonna be a really competitive game. They're gonna edge it out. That's my opinion. I don't really care too much about the point spread. That's for Vegas. I don't care about that. The point spread for me don't matter. But I'm just going off of what I feel. One state, I'm gonna tell you this though. They get past Oregon and USC, the rest is gravy. They get past that. Since the experts are hyping up Oregon so much, they get past them at USC. Everything else is great. I mean, come on. It's gonna be a really good time. It happened at Gillette Field. Damn, I'm surprised it happened out there. Really? That's where it took place, Gillette Field. Damn, it happened at a Patriots game. Never been there either. I've been to the Boston Garden, but I never been to Gillette Field. I've been to Boston Garden. Not the new one, the old one. Utah will be the hardest game, and that's the last game of the season. So you thinking that's be the hard one? Prime going to get these boys bowl eligible. I'm telling you, it's going to be something. You said Boston. Your mother hates Boston. I used to go to Boston every summer. My grandfather used to live there. I used to spend the summers in Boston. Oh, the man never said a word. All right, I'm gonna have to go. I'm just finding this out. Gillette Field. Okay. I think I heard something about it. I knew it was a fight. I just didn't know the guy passed. He passed right in the stadium. That man never said a word to the idiot. Hit it with one. That's what happens. You got to guard yourself, especially when people are talking trash. You got to remember the idea is watch your back. And especially here's a rule of thumb. If you ever in a situation, because this happened to me at Giant Stadium, if you ever get in a situation where there's like a mini riot, put your back against the wall and then inch your way out. But always don't have your back to the audience or the crowd. Have your back against the wall or something and wait. That's what you got to do. You don't want, because somebody could sucker punch you. So remember, it's always the hit you don't see. Utah has a beautiful stadium, man, and I believe they got to go to Utah. The man never turned around. Yeah, it's yeah. And you said no arrest has been made? No arrest? But they clearly got him on camera, so they'll eventually make an arrest if they clearly got him on camera. Inside Edition, YouTube had to say, okay. Yeah, I didn't even watch it. I went to work, and by the time I get out of work, I don't know what's going on in the world. We so damn busy. By the time I get out and get in my car, the world is I don't know what's going on. I don't. It happened at Gillette this past Sunday. So I didn't really know. And then I was so like I was still on a high from that Colorado game, you know. And then, you know, I make a lot of content on other channels. So like once I stop, I get off the internet. Like I get off and take a break, you know. But yeah, I wasn't aware that I knew there was a fight somewhere, but I didn't realize it was a fatality. That's crazy, man. Was he with family or somebody got hit at the Patriots game and died? Boot Tribe. You watched that game 4 times. You had pages on note. Oh man, I would like to have you come on this weekend after the game. He had a wife and son. That's sad, man. Over a football game. Really, it wasn't that. It was because the guy was drunk, probably, and he was just wanting to fight. That's what happened. If you ever get in that situation, the best thing is do not turn your back to whoever. Don't do it. And the crazy thing is they got security in there. I've never been to a stadium without security. Like it's a lot of security, but they can't control everybody. So what's up, James Wynn? You said 2 kids, CBS Evening News, third story, Gillette Stadium. They said he was wearing a Dolphins jersey. I'm going to have to look at it to see if they clearly got his face. But yeah, at those games, people are always drunk. I was at that game. I think it was Giant Stadium. I never forget it. They started throwing bottles on the field. And that was the reason why they use plastic now. I believe it was because of that Giants game. Yeah, the fan in my section too. The section I was sitting in, they were throwing stuff at the players. Never forget that. Like bottles being thrown at the players. I never forget this one. This was sick. This was also a Giants game. This is when Cordell Stewart was playing for the Steelers. He had got hurt, and they had to cart him off, and they started clapping because of it. They started clapping and saying good for him. That was pretty sick. And they were all drunk. That section was just they were drunk or whatever, acting crazy. But I don't think they serve bottles at the stadium anymore. I think they give you they put your beer in a plastic cup or something like that. They don't do the bottles. But when I went that time, they had the bottles. You could still get Heinekens and all that stuff in the bottle. Not anymore. Not anymore. That happened in the late 90s. And there's another troll out there. I don't even know if I want to talk about it. His name Charleston White, whatever his name is. Talking about he put a money on Shedeur for somebody to take him out the game. Let me just say this. Let's say if it did happen, and then the player said that's what it was, he's going to get arrested if that was to happen. I heard that BS. I'm like, I don't even want to entertain it. He's a troll and he do stuff for clicks, so that's how it is. Yeah, he's an idiot. You said plastic cup. Yeah, it's probably because of that Giants game I was at that we can't do beer bottles anymore. They were throwing them at the players. I was like, why? You know, when the players walking through the tunnel, throwing them at them and throwing them on the field. Yep, that was a crazy game. You said he did and sent the videos to the parents. Yeah, let's say if something was to happen and then somebody trace it back, then he's gonna go to jail for that. But he's an idiot though. I don't take him seriously. I don't take him seriously at all. Oh, you sent the videos? Okay, where did you send it? You sent it to my email? I'll take a look at it. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'll probably catch you guys like Thursday or something like that. Or maybe Friday because the game is Saturday. Probably Friday. See what y'all up to. With Coach Prime, that was funny, wasn't it? He said, no, I ain't going to let y'all, the defense, take over. Y'all can't stop them all game. That was hilarious. I could see him saying that. Like, y'all can't stop them. Yeah, people serious about football. Oh, you sent it to, I'm sure Deion, excuse me, I sure Coach, he already know about it already. I'm pretty sure he do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But all right, y'all. Thanks for coming in. I will definitely catch you guys on the next go around. And well off me, did they drop anything today? I'm gonna have to go take a look. I got home late today. But we'll see what happened. All right, y'all. Y'all be easy now. Be safe.